There is someone right now, in this very moment, whose heart starts to beat a little faster every single time your image enters his thoughts. You may not fully realize it yet. You may not completely understand how deep the emotions are that he carries within his soul whenever your name quietly drifts through his mind. But I want you to know something important, something the heavens have waited patiently to gently reveal to you at the right time. This man, this one specific soul who keeps appearing in your thoughts, in your dreams, and in those silent spaces of your heart where you sometimes wonder if true love will ever really find you, is deeply, sincerely, and completely in love with you. And before you scroll away, before you tell yourself that this message could never be meant for someone like you, I need you to pause. I need you to stay right here with me, because what is about to unfold in this message carries a weight you may not yet fully grasp. The universe does not make mistakes. The divine orchestration that guided you to this exact message at this exact time on this exact day is not coincidence. You were led here because there is a truth that has remained hidden from your awareness, a truth about love, about connection, and about a man whose feelings for you run far deeper than any ocean you have ever imagined. But this is where things become delicate. This is where the angels want me to speak slowly, carefully, and gently, using the wisdom that heaven has allowed me to share. There is something complex here. There is a deeper layer to this situation that has prevented this love from fully blossoming into what it is meant to become. And by the time you finish absorbing every word of this message, you will finally understand what has been blocking this beautiful connection from fully manifesting in the physical world. You have felt it, haven't you? There have been moments when you sensed something shifting in the air whenever this person was near. There have been glances that lasted just a second longer than necessary. Conversations that felt heavier, richer, and more meaningful than the words alone could explain. You have found yourself lying awake at night, resting in the stillness of your room, wondering whether what you were feeling was real or simply a creation of your imagination. Let me put that question to rest for you right now. What you have been sensing is real. The connection you have been picking up on is not your mind playing tricks on you. Your spirit has been recognizing something your logical mind has been trying to dismiss. And the angels want you to know that your intuition has been right all along. This man carries feelings for you that even he struggles to fully understand. There are moments when the intensity of his emotions surprises him. This was not planned. He did not wake up one day and decide to fall in love with you. It happened naturally, quietly, and steadily, like the sun rising over the horizon without anyone needing to command it. You entered his awareness in a way that changed something deep inside him. Since that moment, he has been holding a flame in his heart that refuses to fade, no matter how much life and circumstance have tried to dim it. Before we go any further, there is something important you need to understand. The complication between you and this man is not a sign that this connection is wrong. It is not proof that you are not meant to be together. Many people believe true love should arrive easily, without obstacles, uncertainty, or reasons to question its path. But divine love, the kind guided by heaven, often arrives with complexity. It comes protected. It comes refined. It comes tested to see whether both souls are truly ready to receive the blessing waiting for them. The angels have been watching you for a long time. They have seen the prayers you whispered in moments of loneliness. They have witnessed the tears you cried when you believed no one noticed your pain. They have observed how you loved others, often giving more than you received, staying longer than you should have, believing in people even when they did not believe in themselves. Through all of this, heaven has been preparing you for something greater. Your heart has been shaped, softened, and strengthened. Your ability to receive love has deepened so that when real love arrives, you are able to recognize it and hold it. This man is part of that divine preparation, but the complication must be understood. The barrier must be clearly seen before it can be removed. What is being shared with you is not light information. This is not surface-level encouragement meant to make you feel good for a brief moment before returning to routine. This is a spiritual message designed specifically for your soul at this exact point in your journey. Every word from here onward is meant to unlock something within you, shift your perspective, and open doors that have remained closed for far too long. As you receive this message, you are being invited to step into readiness. The divine realm has been working behind the scenes of your life in ways you cannot see with physical eyes. Spiritual movements are unfolding around you constantly. Angels are carrying out assignments directly connected to your destiny and happiness. This message is one of those assignments being fulfilled. You did not arrive here by accident. You were guided here because it is time to see the full picture of what is unfolding between you and this man. It is time for confusion to fade and clarity to take its place. It is time for doubt to dissolve and certainty to rise. This space exists to share divine whispers meant to support you through the complexities of your human experience. Love, purpose, healing, and destiny are all woven into this moment. If your heart is resonating, if something within you is quietly confirming that this message was meant for you, trust that knowing. The divine communicates through resonance. When a message is meant for you, your spirit recognizes it immediately. There is a gentle certainty that rises beyond logic or reason. If a face keeps appearing in your mind as these words flow, if a name echoes softly in your heart, that is confirmation. Now the complication must be revealed. This situation is not hopeless. Complications are not impossibilities. They are challenges requiring patience, awareness, and divine support. The complication between you and this man is rooted in fear, but not the kind you might assume. This is not simply fear of commitment or fear of love itself. It is a deeper fear shaped by experiences he has never fully shared. He has been hurt before. He carries emotional scars from past relationships or life events that taught him to guard his heart. There was a time when he allowed himself to be vulnerable, and that openness cost him deeply, leaving an imprint that still influences him today. And that openness brought pain. It may have been rejection, betrayal, or the slow realization that someone he loved was never able to truly value his heart. Whatever the details, the outcome stayed the same. He built a wall to guard himself. What makes your situation different is this: you effortlessly found your way beyond that wall. Your presence, your energy, the way your spirit carries itself moved through his defenses in a way that surprised him. He never saw it coming. He was not prepared for someone like you to step into his life and awaken emotions he believed were lost forever. Yet the complication remains. Even though his heart is drawn to you, even though his soul recognizes your importance, his mind is still trying to shield him from being hurt again. There is a quiet struggle happening inside him. His heart moves toward you, while his thoughts send warning signals, reminding him of past disappointments and broken trust. Please hear this clearly. This is not about you. It is not because you lack something. It is not because you are unworthy. This has nothing to do with your value. It is about his healing journey, his process of learning how to trust love again. The beautiful truth the angels have revealed is that you are part of that healing. Your presence in his life is not by chance. You arrived as an answer to prayers he may have whispered long ago. Prayers for real love. Prayers for someone who would see him beyond the walls he built. If these words are touching something deep inside you, If you feel this truth settling into your spirit, take a moment to like this message. That simple action is more than support. It is you choosing to take part in this divine moment. It is you saying yes to the guidance being offered to you right now. Scripture reminds us that love unfolds in seasons. In Ecclesiastes, we are told that there is a time for everything under heaven. This includes your love story. Divine timing is at work here. Even if it feels slow or unclear, the complication you are facing is not proof that this love will fail. It is a sign that certain pieces still need to align before the blessing can fully arrive. The man who loves you needs time, not distance from you, but time to face his inner struggles. Time to realize that the walls meant to protect him are now blocking the very love his soul desires. Your role is not to push or chase. You do not need to prove yourself. You are asked only to remain true to who you are, trusting that the same divine power that brought you together will complete what it has begun. Waiting can feel heavy. Uncertainty can steal your peace. You want clarity. You want to know when he will finally step forward without fear. While I cannot give you a date, I can tell you this with certainty. Movement is happening. The heavens are working on your behalf. Angels are helping soften his heart, heal old wounds, and open his eyes to what stands right before him. There is one more layer to this complication the angels want you to understand. Along with past pain, he is also dealing with present circumstances. He feels unprepared. He looks at his life, his stability, his progress, and compares where he is to where he believes he should be. A voice inside him tells him to wait. He wants to be more secure, more grounded, more established before offering you something real. In his mind, he is trying to protect you from disappointment. He does not want to approach you while he feels unfinished or unsure of himself. He wants to arrive at your doorstep in a symbolic sense with something meaningful to give. This is not only about material stability or outward success. This is about him wanting to feel worthy of your love. He wants to believe that he can stand beside you as an equal, not as someone who feels unfinished or behind in life. But here is what the angels want you to understand and what they hope he will soon understand as well. We are all in process. Every one of us is still becoming. None of us reaches love with every detail of life perfectly arranged. That is not how the human journey works. Love is not a prize we earn after solving everything. Love is a path we walk with another soul while we are still learning, still healing, still growing into who we are meant to be. The belief he has been holding on to, the belief that says he is not ready yet, has been stealing precious time from both of you. And as you listen to these words, the angels are also working on him quietly and gently, planting seeds of truth within his spirit. Those seeds will grow. They will rise through the surface of his doubt. He will begin to realize that waiting for everything to be perfect means waiting forever, because perfection in this world is an illusion. What truly matters is the willingness to grow together, to support one another, to build something meaningful from a place of sincerity, commitment, and love, not from a place of feeling complete. If this message is landing in your heart, type the words, "His heart is opening," in the comments below. Let those words be a declaration over your situation, a statement that aligns your voice with what heaven is already setting into motion behind the scenes. There is also something important the angels want you to reflect on about your own path through all of this. While this man is facing his fears and complications, you have your own inner work to tend to as well. The angels have shown that there are moments when you quietly question whether you are truly worthy of the love you desire. There are subtle voices that try to convince you that someone like you may never experience the deep, lasting, fulfilling love your heart longs for. I am here to silence those voices right now. You are worthy. You have always been worthy. Your worth has never been defined by your past mistakes, by moments when you fell short, or by the ways others failed to love you properly. Your worth is not something that can be taken away or reduced. It is part of who you are. It exists because you were created by a source of infinite love, and that love lives within you. When this man finally steps into his readiness, when he allows himself to move forward without fear, he will not be doing you a favor. He will be receiving a gift. He will be grateful that you believed, that you waited, that you held space for a love story that was always meant to unfold. Now let us speak about timing, because I know this is what your heart has been waiting to hear. When will things begin to change? When will the complications start to ease? The angels are showing that a shift is already forming around your connection. There is movement in the spiritual atmosphere. Something is about to take place in his life that will serve as a moment of clarity for him. It may come through a conversation with someone he trusts, someone who speaks truth into his situation. It may come during a quiet moment alone, when he can no longer avoid facing the fears he has been carrying. It could even arrive through a powerful dream, an experience that speaks to him in a way his waking mind cannot dismiss. However this moment arrives, it is close, and when it does, you will feel the difference. His hesitation will begin to soften. The distance he has kept will slowly close. He will search for reasons to be near you. He will find excuses to reach out. He will begin to show you through actions what he has felt all along. Your patience during this time is not passive. It is active faith. You are trusting a process you cannot fully see. You are believing that the same divine presence that began this work in your life will bring it to completion. As Philippians reminds us, the one who began a good work will be faithful to finish it. This truth applies not only to your spiritual growth, but also to the relationships and blessings woven into your destiny. I want to gently address any doubt that may be rising within you right now. Perhaps part of you wonders if this can truly be real. Maybe you have been disappointed before by hope that never became reality. That hesitation is understandable, but ask yourself this: what does it cost you to believe? What do you truly lose by opening your heart to the possibility that this message is exactly what it claims to be? A message meant to prepare you for the love that is on its way. Faith does not ask you to ignore reality. Faith asks you to trust in goodness even when you cannot see the full picture. Faith says that even without all the answers, you will choose hope instead of fear. That kind of faith is powerful. It opens doors that have been closed. It softens barriers that once felt impossible to move. The angels want you to hold another scripture close to your heart. In Jeremiah, we are reminded that the divine has thoughts of peace toward you, not harm. Thoughts meant to give you a future and an expected end. That phrase carries deep meaning. It tells you that the destination has already been prepared. The ending of your story is already known in heaven, and that ending is filled with peace, love, and fulfillment. You are not walking toward uncertainty. You are walking toward something designed with care and intention. The man who loves you is part of that ending. The complication you are facing right now is not a mistake or a detour. It is part of the path that leads you where you are meant to be. Every delay has purpose. Every season of waiting is shaping both of you for what is coming. If you are still here, still listening, that is not accidental. Many people would have left by now because they are not ready to receive this kind of truth. But you stayed, you listened, you allowed these words to reach your spirit. That reveals something about you. It shows that you take your spiritual path seriously. Type the words, "I trust the timing," in the comments below. Let that sentence become a declaration over your love life. By saying it, you are aligning yourself with patience and trust. You're choosing to believe that even without full understanding, the divine is working in your favor. And finally, hear this clearly. The love this man feels for you is not ordinary. It is not something he has felt before. Others may have passed through his life. There may have been connections he once believed were meaningful. But you are different. You hold a place in his heart that no one else has ever occupied. And that truth is slowly, inevitably rising to the surface. He may not yet have the right words to explain what he feels. He may not fully understand why your presence affects him so deeply, but on a soul level, he knows. There is a recognition within him that feels like familiarity, like comfort, like home. You represent a sense of safety, a quiet answer to a question he did not even realize he had been asking. That deep recognition is what gives this connection its strength. It is also what makes the complication feel so frustrating to him, because he understands how rare and meaningful this bond truly is, yet he feels restrained by inner forces he does not yet know how to overcome. I want to reassure you of this truth. Those forces are temporary. The walls he has built are not permanent. They will fall, and when they do, the love that flows through him will be powerful, sincere, and overwhelming in the most beautiful way. One day, he will look back on this season of hesitation and wonder why he waited so long. He will regret the time that quietly slipped away, and he will do everything he can to show you that your patience was never wasted. Your role right now is to protect your peace. Do not allow anxiety to steal what faith has already promised. Do not let impatience push you into choices that could make the situation more complicated. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is remain still and trust that God is working even when you cannot yet see the evidence. The unseen world is just as real as the visible one. The spiritual realm is just as active as the physical. And right now, in that unseen space, things are shifting and aligning to prepare your love story. If this message has been a blessing to you so far, I encourage you to share it with someone else who may need to hear it. There is likely someone in your life, a friend, a family member, or even an acquaintance who is facing a similar situation. They may be wondering if the love they feel is truly returned. They may be struggling with complications that make them question whether a happy ending is possible for them. By sharing this message, you become a source of hope. You become part of the angelic work moving quietly through this space. Scripture reminds us that angels are ministering spirits sent to support those who are meant to inherit great blessings. You are among those people. And sometimes receiving blessings also means becoming a blessing to others. When you share this message, you are participating in the divine purpose unfolding through it. Now let me return once more to the complication, because there is another important layer the angels want you to understand. This man is not confused about his feelings for you. His confusion is about what to do with those feelings. He has gone back and forth in his mind many times, imagining how he might express his love, only to pull back at the last moment. Something inside him stops him. This is not disinterest. This is not indifference. This is a man who cares so deeply that he is afraid of making a mistake. He does not want to approach you before he feels capable of following through with the level of commitment you deserve. In a strange way, his hesitation is a sign of respect. He does not see you as temporary or casual. He sees you as someone he could build a future with. And that awareness has made him cautious, perhaps even overly cautious. The angels want him to understand something important. Love always requires risk. Waiting until there is no risk at all means never truly loving. The vulnerability he fears is actually the doorway to the deepest connection he could ever experience. Until he steps through that door, he remains on the outside, watching a love he is too afraid to claim. And you are on the other side of that door. You have already shown courage by remaining open to love despite your own past wounds. You have proven that you are willing to take emotional risks for a genuine connection. Now it is his turn to meet you at that same level of bravery. Thank you for staying through this entire message. Your openness has allowed these words to take root, and the results will begin to show in the days and weeks ahead. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications, so the next message meant for you finds you at exactly the right time. Share this message with others who need encouragement. Let it reach hearts that are waiting for hope. Until we meet again, walk in faith. The confusion is lifting. The walls are falling. Love, deep and lasting love, is about to bloom. You are blessed. You are chosen. You are loved. And you are ready. And as this chapter comes to a close, let this truth settle gently into your heart. You are not waiting in vain. You are not holding on to something imagined. What is unfolding between you and him is real, purposeful, and guided. Every pause, every moment of silence, every delay has been shaping both of you in ways that will soon make sense. When he finally steps forward fully, he will do so with clarity, intention, and a depth of love that reflects everything you endured during this season of waiting. What is coming is not fragile. It is steady. It is sincere. It is built to last. Until that moment arrives, continue choosing yourself. Continue honoring your peace, your intuition, and your worth. You do not need to convince love to find you. Love already knows where you are. Trust that what is meant for you will never miss you, and what is aligned with your soul will always find its way back to you at the right time. This season is strengthening you, not denying you, and very soon you will look back and realize that everything unfolded exactly as it needed to. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like it. That simple action helps this message reach others who may be standing in a similar place, quietly hoping for reassurance. And if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications so the next message meant for you arrives right when you need it. You are not alone on this journey. You are supported, guided, and deeply loved. Keep trusting, keep believing. Your love story is still unfolding,